Right then, Cardinals. Let's have a look. (26th of October 2020). Messages, Spirit, please. Aries. Oh dear. Over emotional water sign child, or something to do with dependent children. Sometimes this can be somebody who was a smaller with a knife, younger energy, somebody pretending to be a friend, or narcissistic behaviour, somebody who loves themselves too much. So what's this about? Wishes and dreams coming true, but there's something missing. So the answer is yes. Whatever your question is, yes, no. The answer is yes. 9 months time, a new beginning. Wishes and dreams coming true. But you need to seek advice, doctor, priest or lawyer, about children. So for some of you, it's child custody. And if you seek advice, it will turn out well. There may be a Scorpio involved somewhere in the situation, but you are protected. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, older male. It's good advice received. So it looks like it's about child custody or maintenance, something like that. Because there's a lot of emotion involved. It's about love, but there's a missing piece. Because you've got the 9 of Cups, you are loved and you do love in return, but there is a missing piece. Yeah, because this is an unfinished symphony. Something is not over, and you need that missing piece. You need to seek advice so you can have that missing piece. It is a 10, so something needs to end so you can have this new beginning. But you need to seek advice about it. So, like I said, it could be a doctor, a priest or a lawyer. Yeah. Okay. So, the ever unfolding rose. Doesn't matter how many times you've been hurt, you have to keep yourself open. the ever unfolding rose. There it is. It's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, and to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at this moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold and to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now, and instead of cursing that difficulty, see it as a blessing. It's to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless that thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. So if you have a mother in spirit, it's especially important. The seas may not be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. And one day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life. Everything's going to be okay, Aries. Everything's going to be okay. But let things fall away and let life crack you open. So, something has to end. But when it does, it will be a blessing in disguise. Cancer. Proposals, offers, messages, positive messages, text messages, emails, an improving financial situation, gifts freely given. Could be a man in uniform, could be a man of darker complexion, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child, but it is positive energy, especially in finance and career. Nope. Changes, unfortunate changes, a run of bad luck. But there we have, again, this may be members of the same family, a mother and son. Unfortunate changes, a run of bad luck. I was born on the 10th, living or past, state for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. You're leaving something behind. A new path is calling. So what is it? This could be a generous lady friend. Both bearing gifts, both bringing financial improvements and career improvements. Both earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Mother energy, a mother and child. But changes for the worse, don't like that. But if the wheel is turning rock bottom, know that Spirit have got something better in store for you. Yeah. This is about fairness and justice. Number 38 means 11, so the 10th and the 11th, there may be something happening where someone walks away. But it's an important event. So, darker complexion, uniforms, earth energy. Could be anywhere in your chart. Look for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart and see where it may affect you. Yeah. So you're walking away. What in your life no longer serves you? Align your life so you're leaving something behind. Possibly the misery of the past. So, or there is a mother and child leaving something behind. Something needs to change, but you don't want this change to happen because it's not going to be a good one. What in your life no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist the cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it's harder to hold on to the facade than to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you were being called to let go of who you once were and the things that once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be, in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. So it's going to be hard to let people see the true you. Perhaps you've outgrown some relationship or circumstance and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so they are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Something needs to change, but it's not a good change, so you're not going to like it. But it's because you have to be fair. So others might not be fair to you, but you have to be fair to them. It could involve a mother and child. A friend, possibly. But messages are coming and they're positive. So the change is maybe a negative one, but it brings about something positive. Again, a blessing in disguise. Libra, success, firm foundations, happiness within the home and family life. Perhaps a house move, a celebration. Oh, no. Well, they're not giving us many major arcanas, are they? Again, similar to Cancer, there is the mother and child. Because at the bottom of the deck, I've got the mother. Of the same family. So gifts and messages coming. But no new beginnings. So, this one is a strange one because the answer is no, definitely. And yet this makes you happy and brings good news. So perhaps someone thought someone was pregnant. And they're not, so that's good news. Or someone has refused something and said no. And that's good news. Because it couldn't be the loss of a child, that wouldn't be good news. This is success and celebrations. So in some way, somebody not saying yes brings happiness to a mother and child. What is that about? Oh, I forgot that one, sorry. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Communications of a positive nature, improvement in finance and career, but no love. So there may be a success within the home or financially, but in the rest, as far as emotions go, there's no love in this. So what are you going to do about that? Fate's going to take a hand to bring your wishes and dreams coming true. So someone has to say no. The number 17 is important. But fate is in charge of this. Yeah, there is going to be a celebration. People are coming together. Now this is going to be strange as well because we're in lockdown. So when is it? Perhaps the 17th of November. The Great Gathering. 96. Okay. All is coming together. Intuitive hits your soul tribe. You are being called to let your intuitive move you physically. Yes, so you may be moving home. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, like giving gifts, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you're either being called to connect with others, which you're doing, who are like you at a soul level, or you already are. You are being called to gather this group of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul personal mission. You are part of a group of souls, yes you are, who agreed to be here at the time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line and the planet. To raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home. There you go, home, for eras to come. One of the many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. So I believe then that's why Spirit is saying there's no love in this. It's not about love. This is about career and finance. It is time to call in your tribe by sharing your voice and letting yourself be seen. So whichever way you can. When you share what is real and true to you, you share the medicine that you most need. Those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe, and they are just like you. Yes, they are. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. So you have to, in work, because I think this is career, there is some sort of event that you need to attend. You will get a communication about it. But it's not about love. You need to choose now to be seen. Call in your soul tribe and create a web of light all over this planet. So something to do with the internet. So perhaps you're going to find an alternative way to do a celebration or a gathering. It may be, what I seem to be getting is, what do they call these group chats for work? Is it Zoom? It may be some sort of chat like that where you are connected via the internet with others of like mind. But there is a mother and child definitely involved in this situation. But this is not about love. So perhaps it could be a boss whose child is taking over the company or something like that. But 9 months is mentioned. For some, like I say, it will be a pregnancy that's not happening. So that's good news for you. But for others, there is something about Spirit are giving me the healing part of the 17. Someone needing some sort of help from a stranger. And it will be financially rewarding. Yep. Not going any further into that because that could get to be like a personal reading. I'm not doing that. Capricorn, same as Cancer, you have something changing and you don't like it. Changes for the worse. A run of bad luck. Those born on the 10th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Yeah, something needs to be settled. It's coming back to haunt you because it hasn't been settled when it should. And it means problems within the home and family life. Something is coming back around to be settled once and for all. The foundations aren't strong enough, but there is equal give and take, reciprocity. So equality. They're very contradictory today, aren't they? And trust me, I understand many different ways of the cards being joined together, but these don't join. Something's not quite right. And something you thought was settled isn't. Because Spirit want you to come to the edge. You're not taking enough risks. There's something you're not doing. Those born on the 10th, living or past, state for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Something, maybe a wedding being called off. Don't know. Take a risk. Number 36. You've got the same as Cancer. If you've got Cancer and Capricorn in your chart, I can understand. If you have a Cancer in your life, I can understand. But it's still a very mixed message. That maybe because I've got Cancer and Capricorn in my chart, and I'm not allowed to know, because obviously it would be a big clue for me as well. So we know what this means, don't we? So Cancers and Capricorn, wow. What in your life is no longer in alignment? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. So you have to make changes. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it's harder to hold on to the facade than embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life with that way of being. You are being called to let go of who you once were, or the thing that you once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, the mask you wore. To embrace who you truly are now, and to courageously step into the person that you came here to be, in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned and needs to change, but you obviously don't want this change, but something has to change. Very strange, Cardinals, very strange. I would like to have gone further with those reads because I'm nosy. But you probably know what it's about, so that's all that matters. Thanks for listening.